Guys, this is Rachel from Cypress Textiles, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make half Hexie A from the 2022 VVCAL. So I'm going to, as always, start with a chain 3 and slip stitch in the third chain from the hook to make a ring. And then straight into the ring, I'm going to make a beginning double crochet. So that's going to be a single crochet and a chain 1, and no chaining up before the single. And now I'm going to chain 1 again for a corner space, and then 2 DC cluster. So yarn over, insert your hook and pull up a loop, and yarn over, draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook once, and repeat that. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook. And then when you pass the yarn through all 3 loops, that is your 2 DC cluster. Then chain 2, 2 DC cluster again, chain 2, 2 DC cluster. Now you're going to just chain 1 and then DC into the center ring. All right, so when all is said and done, you're going to have 2 double crochet, 3 2 DC cluster, and then 4 chain spaces. You've got a chain 1, 2 chain 2s, and then another chain 1 on this side. So now we're ready to start row 2. We're going to turn our work, and let's go ahead and get started on row 2. So into the first stitch, you're just going to make a beginning double crochet. So just single crochet, chain 1, and then chain 1 again for your corner space. And then into your first chain 1 space, you're going to work 2 double crochet. All right. Okay, so here's how we look so far. Now go ahead and make your next corner into your chain 2 space. You're going to have 2 DC, chain 1, 2 DC in this next chain space. 2 DC, chain 1, 2 DC. All right, now make that exact same corner in the next chain 2 space. Okay, 2 DC, chain 1, 2 DC. And now you're going to make your final corner, which is just going to be 2 double crochet in this last chain 1 space, and then chain 1. All right, and then double crochet in your final stitch. Okay, so that's how row 2 looks. And now you're going to turn your work, and beginning DC in the first stitch to start row 3, chain 1. And now in the first chain space, you're going to work 1 double crochet, and then double crochet in all 4 of these stitches across. And 4. And then in your next corner, which is this next chain 1 space, you'll do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And now double crochet in each of these next 4 stitches. And you're going to just repeat that once more. Okay, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the corner, and double crochet in your next 4 stitches. And I'll back up and show you how it looks. And I'll show you how to finish out that last corner. Okay, so this is how we're looking so far. And then the very last corner, you're just going to do double crochet in the last chain space, chain 1, and then double crochet in your final stitch. All right, now your first 3 rows are finished, and you can turn your work and get started on the next row, which is really similar to the last one. So beginning double crochet in the first stitch, chain 1, double crochet in your first chain 1 space, double crochet in all of your 6 stitches across, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then make your corner, which is DC, chain 1, DC, and then you're going to repeat for 2 more sides until you get to this final space, and I'll show you what to do in that final space. All right, so this is my 4th row, just very nearly complete. I just wanted to kind of show you that we're just continuing just as we were for the previous row. And in our last chain space, make a DC and then chain 1 and then DC in your final stitch. All right, there we go. That's our 4th row. And then turn your work. And now this row, we're going to do something a little bit different. This is our 3rd to last row and our last row of double crochet. So we're going to make beginning double crochet in the first stitch, chain 1, double crochet in the first chain space. Okay, and now what you're going to do is double crochet in just 5 of these stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to make a, push pause. Okay, double crochet in the first 4 stitches. Okay, so let me back that out and show you. So you've got beginning double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the chain space, and then in the first 4 stitches, make DC. So DC, 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 DC there. And that is the little mistake I was making, was counting this stitch in the chain space, so I was saying 5, but it's 4. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the chain space, 4 double crochet, and chain 1, and now 4 double crochet again, and make your corner of double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Okay, so this side, each side has a little chain 1 space in the middle, and that is to keep our stitch count correct. So now that you've got your corner DC, chain 1, DC in this chain space, you're going to work double crochet in 4 DC stitches, and then make a 1 chain space, chain 1, double crochet in these next 4 DC stitches, and make your corner, DC, chain 1, DC. All right, here's how you look so far. And then your last side, 4 DC, chain 1, and then 4 DC, all right, and then in the last chain space, work double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the final stitch. Okay, so that is your 5th row. And you can see now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain 1 spaces. Okay, so now we're going to continue on with our 2 final single crochet rows. So I'm just going to turn my work, and in this row you just make single crochet in every chain and stitch across, but you're going to start in the chain 1 space. So skip your first stitch, start in the chain 1 space with single crochet, and then just single crochet in every stitch and space across all the way until you get to the final chain space, and you're just going to work 1 single crochet in the final chain space and turn your work, leaving the last double crochet unworked. Okay, so you're just going to make single crochet in every stitch and space except the first and last stitches. Just leave those unworked. You're going to skip the first one and then turn before you work the last one so that you leave it. And even in the corner, you're just making one single crochet. Okay, so here's how my second to last row looks. And you can see I've worked a single crochet in this chain space, and then I haven't worked anything in the final stitch because I'm leaving it unworked. All right, now we'll just turn my work. And now in the first stitch, I'm gonna make 2 single crochet. And then I'm gonna single crochet in all of the stitches across to my next corner. And you've gotta pay attention because the corner just has 1 single crochet in it. So you can miss it really easily. So I'm just gonna work all the way across till I get to my next corner. And that is right here. So my next corner is here. You can see because it's in the V-stitch. So once you see that single crochet in the V-stitch, you know you're at your corner. Go ahead and make 3 single crochet in that corner. And then single crochet in all the stitches across to your next corner. All right. And I'm almost there. You're gonna make 3 single crochet in that next stitch as well, 3 singles. All right, and I've gone ahead and finished the motif with single crochet in every stitch up to the final stitch, and then 2 single crochet in the final stitch, and then just cut your yarn and weave it in, and that is plain hexagon, half hexagon A, half Hexie A from the 2022 VVCAL, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.